I come from a marginalized community in Kenya called the Maasai community. We face a number of challenges such as limited education opportunities, political discrimination and exclusion, underrepresentation in decision-making, negative stereotypes, and being a woman in my community makes it even harder. We often face challenges such as forced early marriages, and we are subjected to female genital mutilation. Fortunately, my parents enabled me to go through school. I joined university and studied criminal justice, a field that I believed and still believe provides me with a springboard to advocate for women's rights, the rights of the minority, being a voice to the voiceless, and also change the narratives in my community as well as other marginalized communities that still live in the fringes of this society. After graduating, I was presented with an internship opportunity at Journalists for Justice as a legal researcher. Journalists for Justice seek to promote a balanced discussion in international criminal justice in the media, and also advocate for justice and reparations of victims of violence through reporting. I report on international criminal justice and human rights violation, which includes I follow and monitor trials and proceedings at the International Criminal Court and other international tribunals. Through my reporting, I've been able to be provided with the opportunity to call out impunity whenever it occurs, compel other state actors to act. Additionally, I'm also able to inform and educate citizens on how they define justice, how they see justice, as well as providing them with reliable and usable information on how the global justice system works in seeking justice to victims. Working at Journalists for Justice, I've been able to document stories of victims and survivors of violations and also connect them to institutions that offer redress to some of these violations. When I started reporting, my biggest challenge was I had no journalistic training. But I've been able to build that, I've been able to bridge that gap based on my criminal justice background. Slowly, I've been able to transition, and I'm now accredited as a journalist. I enjoy my kind of reporting because my priority is to inform and empower other people on their rights, as well as identifying human rights gaps across the world, that take place across the world. In this digital age, the social media has become the supreme media channel, and I've also been able to adapt and develop online content for my audience. I've been able to keep up to speed with the rapid development in technology that has changed the journalistic practices in terms of gathering stories, compiling stories, and disseminating them. I'll give an example of the Kenyan cases that are brought to the International Criminal Court. And Kenya has a history with the International Criminal Court because of the violence that has haunted elections since 1992. In 2007, Kenya experienced a level of violence that shocked the conscience of humanity. Attacks engulfed in different parts of the country, leading to more than 1,000 people dead and 500,000 displaced. These cases, unfortunately, collapsed in the ICC because of the intensive campaign to intimidate witnesses. Some end up being killed, some were induced to recant their evidence, and some were intimidated not to testify. During these trials, the digital technology was just starting to take shape. So Kenyans relied on information from the local media mainstream. And the suspects and their agents harnessed the media to serve their own purpose. They changed the narratives, casting themselves in the molds of victims of Western and imperialistic actors. The plight and voice of these real victims was drowned out. The campaign was effective. The drive to control the formation of these cases. Even now, there is very little information about these cases, despite the local media reporting it widely, pointing out to a possibility of digital erasure. This new technology, or rather the digital technology landscape, has also changed how our culture consumes mass media. People have now the power to express themselves through social media, blogs, vlogs, other online platforms. The new digital platforms has also unleashed innovative journalistic practices where it has enabled a novel form of communication and a greater global reach than any part in human history. The new technology has also brought its opportunities and challenges such as disinformation and hoaxes that are commonly referred as fake news. While the major arena of disinformation is social media, powerful actors are now using or instrumentalizing fake news to serve their purpose. In an ongoing Kenyan case, the prosecutor versus Kenyan lawyer Paul Gisheru, who is currently facing charges of corruptly influencing witnesses in the main case that I have just spoke about. During the beginning of his trial, he pleaded not guilty. A few seconds, a manipulated video went viral saying that he pleaded guilty. As I was aware of this trial, I was able to fact-check the video and tagged it online in our social media accounts as fake video. Why do someone like me from the remotest part of the world interested in international criminal justice? It's because it has given me a promise of accountability, that no matter where you are, how powerful you are, accountability catches up with you. As a custodian of information, as my role as journalist at Journalists for Justice, I have taken into heart to create online communication communities to promote justice for victims and also prevent reoccurrence of any form of violence that is going to happen through balanced and accurate reporting. I spend most of my time in the day working behind my laptop, a very special kind of journalism, by the way, that I need to research and also understand complex issues before providing the information to my audiences. And as students of journalism or communication, how do we ensure that the information we give out there is verified? How do we correct this issue of fake news? And how do we objectively report in this digital error, as we are easily sidetracked with false information. Thank you.